Today we join the management, staff, customers, and the people of South Africa at large to commemorate the 70th anniversary of Volkswagen. As the Eastern Cape Provincial Government, we are proud of the fact that in 1946, the owners of Volkswagen chose our province as the home base of Volkswagen in South Africa, with the establishment of the assembly plant in Nelson Mandela Bay. Volkswagen has been one of the most loyal and patriotic investors in our province. When our nation was divided along racial lines under the apartheid regime, the management of Volkswagen did not decide to pack and leave. They remained in our country to manufacture cars and sustain livelihood. When days were dark in our nation under apartheid, Volkswagen was one of the few friends we had who kept our people employed. This was not an easy period to operate a global business, but Volkswagen remained optimistic, like the rest of our people in South Africa would be, that one day the apartheid government will go and will become a truly democratic, non-racial, non-sexist, and prosperous nation. The fruits of Volkswagen's loyalty to our country have been seen in the phenomenal growth of the company over the years in terms of plant expansion, employment numbers, car sales, and most importantly, the reciprocal loyalty of South African to VW brands. I know for a fact that I speak on behalf of the many enthusiastic VW brand lovers when I say you have given us an exhilarating experiences with some of iconic brands you have rolled out of the assembly plant in Kariega. You have earned your stripes in the auto engineering field. On the economic front, you have continued to invest in the plant expansion and to the reskilling of our people who are at the center of producing quality vehicles to the world markets. Between 2007 and 2014, you invested 5.9 billion in South African economy for the current generation of the Polo and Polo Vivo cars that are a hit with young people. Part of that investment went to reskilling of your workforce to meet demands of technological advanced manufacturing evolution. We appreciate the creation of more than 5,600 jobs by Volkswagen South Africa in the period between 2003 and 2021, which makes Volkswagen South Africa the largest German investor in our country. Your contribution to technological transfer and skills development is valuable to our people. Your contribution in early childhood development and partnership with our FET colleges ensures that we have a workforce that can match the demands of the ever-changing labor market. You have recently ventured into beneficiation, which is a critical component of our transformation agenda, when you are affirming local manufacturers in the auto sector value chain. This means previously disadvantaged individuals have an opportunity to become component suppliers for VW. It gives us a great satisfaction that current localization levels at VW is around 72%, and we expect this figure to grow when new models are introduced. That is the greatest legacy that any company can leave to a nation that has embraced it. When our province was confronted with the COVID-19 pandemic in March 2020, Volkswagen South Africa was the first multinational company to offer practical solutions to save lives in our province. Together with the German government, VW invested 107 million to establish a state-of-the-art temporal field hospital in Nelson Mandela Bay, which became a 4,000-bed facility for COVID-19 patients. Not only that, but VW also strengthened our testing capacity for COVID-19. That kind gesture reduced pressure in our public and private health facility and saved many lives we could have lost due to shortage of hospital beds. The pandemic is still very much in our midst. However, we are moving with agility to inoculate our population. Our second immediate task is economic reconstruction and recovery. We need trusted partners and investors to succeed in this monumental task. We have no doubt that VW South Africa will walk this journey of economic reconstruction and recovery with us. I have a special plea with the managing director and the entire management of VW on this 70th commemoration, and it relates to human development in our province. We are a province that has a rich sporting heritage, particularly soccer, rugby, boxing, cricket, and netball. We've produced outstanding talents in these sporting codes, but lack of resources hampers some of our teams and players from reaching their full potential. Kindly consider sponsoring Chippa United Football Club, the only soccer team that is representing our province in the DStv Premier Soccer League of our country. Your sponsorship will help Chippa United to soar to the new heights. Cheers to the next decade of excellent German engineering.